All right, here we go. Let's go. All right, so today we're going to be doing probably one of my favorite Castlevania games, Portrait of Ruin. This was the first Castlevania game I ever. Oh wait, I left the mouse on. Hold on. I'll just explain as I move the mouse. This is one of This is the first Castlevania game I ever played as a kid. My friend had it in fifth grade, and I borrowed it from him, and I loved it, and I got it much later on when I was like in late middle, early high school, and I played the shit out of it. On the DS, I beat the game legitimately on cartridge, and I also beat the hard mode level one version of the game. I did do New Game Plus for that, but that was like probably one of my best accomplishments was doing that legitimately on a cartridge and getting like all the little statues you get from it. Um, but yeah, I so after we did Dawn of Sorrow, I was like, why not do the rest? You know, the other three Castlevania games. So this is the one I'm most familiar with out of the three because this is the one I played a lot, the most. And this is the one I actually owned as a kid. So yeah, we're gonna do color some red. I don't think naming yourself anything different affects the game. Oh yeah, you can do an emblem. Um, yeah, that's weird. Oh yeah, it's the right stick. Yeah, there we go. All right. 1944. The world is in chaos. The Second World War has claimed millions of lives, leveled cities, destroyed nations. The souls of the war's dead blanket the planet, lost, hurt, and angry. Their anguish summons an accursed castle of legend. It has appeared many times throughout history, bringing with it evil and darkness. The castle of Dracula, the Lord of Darkness, arrives in mankind's darkest hour to push us over the brink into ruin. Yeah, so this game takes place during World War II, which I think is a really cool setting. Um, No, the game doesn't take like huge advantage of the World War II setting, but I just love the setting of it being like World War II esque, so 1940s, and the fact I love the main concept of this game, which we'll get into in a bit. Duh. That whip, there's no mistaking it. You're Jonathan Morris. Now, a lot of people didn't like the art style of this game. I can understand why. I definitely think Aria of Sorrow and Order of Ecclesia's art style is better. But I don't hate this art style, which also might be because this was the first Castlevania game I played, so I didn't get the transition. I got the transition from what I think is fine to like better instead of better to like fine. So it's like, yeah, I don't hate the art style. I think it fit. And like some people say it doesn't fit. I think it's fine. Good eye, and you are forgive me. I'm Vincent Doran. By order of the church, I've been awaiting you. To think that the master of the legendary vampire kill would come here, a blessing indeed. Too bad he can't actually use it. Charlotte, can't you even pretend to play along for once? Well, that's the truth, isn't it? You can't lie to a priest. What? Are you suggesting that whip is a fake then? She's right, I can't use the vampire killer. This whip wasn't originally within my family. Oh boy, don't worry, we won't need the vampire killer. You've heard of the Belmont family, haven't you? Why, of course I have. They've used that whip for generations to destroy Dracula. That family is related to the Morris family by blood. Been doing your research, huh? Fortunately, the fact is, we're not the true successors. But hey, no problemo. I've won every battle till now without the whip. Not one loss. Not only that, I'm here too. Yes, I was wondering about that. You are... Oh, excuse me. If you're from the church, then remember this. I am Charlotte Alwyn. Owlin? Charlotte. I've heard that name before. Charlotte. Oh, you must be the great magician everyone's been talking about. Great, you say? Unbelievable, to think that she was a mere child. Yeah, she gets pissed. Oh, I mean, such a lovely young lady. You heard that, Jonathan? He called me lovely. He just looks depressed. I'm gonna take that as a... Is that doing the screenshot? Is that doing the screenshot? Hold on. Please tell me that took a screenshot. Oh, please tell me that took a screenshot. Hold on. Okay, I figured it out. My computer was just being weird. It should have taken the screenshot, but I want that face for the thumbnail. That's just such a good face. Is it not doing it because there's a controller? Ah, whatever. I'll get it from the game. Hey, Vincent, you had some business with me? I think it's because I have the controller plugged in. It's not, like, doing screenshots. It's whatever. Oh, yes, I do. I've been ordered to assist you in your quest. I've brought potions with me, but, well, what? It's a matter of economics. You see, I kind of need some money. I owe some gangsters, you know? You know how it is, gambling. I gamble a lot. It's horses. You want us to pay you, right? Well, if you insist. Sure, no problemo. I think we can take care of that. You can take care of that. But more importantly, the castle. Is that really Dracula's castle? No one has seen Dracula thus far. However, the church insists that it is indeed Dracula's castle. No doubt about it, this castle is pulsing with dark magical power. Can't imagine it's anything but the castle of Lord Dracula that I studied in the books. Sounds like fun. Come on, better get going then. Charlotte? Right with you. Be careful. I'll search for a safe place. I'll meet you inside. Farewell. We can talk to Vincent again, but be careful. So yeah, we start as Jonathon. It just says R.I.P. So we can't go backwards. So we start with the vampire killer. As a whip, we start with casual clothes, and then we have two different characters in this game, which is really cool, and they both have their own sets of equipment and all that. Really cool. And as you can see down there on the stat screen, Jonathon is more focused on physical damage, while Charlotte is more focused on magic. Oh, the music in this game is also really good, which is standard for Castlevania games. So this is the main thing. You have two playable characters that you can switch to at any time. Call partner with B. Can't bridge open on my own. Maybe if there were two of us, try pressing B to call your partner. So yeah, you can call your partner, and they will follow you, and they will they'll attack enemies on their own. I usually don't have my partner out though, because what happens is if they get hit, they take if they get hit, they don't lose health. You don't lose health when they get hit. You lose MP, and if you run out of MP, they go away, and like it takes a bit for them to like recharge back up. So I usually just don't have them out just to like be able to use MP and all that. Also, there's something cool about this. Unlike Donasaro, if you hold up, you do a pose, of course, like Donasaro. But if you keep holding up, you do a different pose. And both characters have this.
Well, not that, huh?
Charlotte's is a bit. And then these are the first enemy zombies. I can probably play this game on hard mode. I'd probably die a lot, but I could probably do it for like a YouTube series. I think that'd be cool. Show my like knowledge of the game. We get our first weapon for Charlotte, which she needs because the encyclopedia is very bad. Just to show it off, it has very little range. Like you have to be right up to the enemy, and then most of the time you still get hit. And it's also very slow. It's also pretty slow. So now we get an upgrade, the Tone of Arms. It's like a book that shoots a sword. We got a better weapon for Jonathon, the short sword. More damage. I already found a hidden wall because I remember that. I remember where most of the hidden walls are in this game because I played it so much, but I may miss one here or there. I will try to keep track. The ones I might miss are mostly in the castle because I don't exactly remember those ones off the top of my head. But yeah. Now we one-shot the zombies. Okay, this part. Okay, so this part... Wait, do I have a spell? No, I don't. So this one I actually want my partner out. Because there's something... You can actually still move in this cutscene, which is a cool thing. There's a cool like tech thing you can do. You can still move in the cutscene. And I have my partner out because they'll help get rid of the pillars on the ground. And what we do is jump up here. We can dodge it. because he'll break the platform. And he'll do insane damage to you if you get hit. I don't think he'll kill you, but you won't be able to get that for a while then. Knife. So we get our first sub-weapon, which is just throwing 2 knives. Now what's really cool about this game is that every sub-weapon, so I think it's relics? No, it's guides. So you have a guide for your enemies, items, skills, and quests. So skills. So as you see, well, here's the thing. So for Jonathan's every sub-weapon that Jonathan has a mastery stat. Every time you kill an enemy, you get a certain amount of points of mastery depending on how tough the enemy is. Like, every enemy has a different score. Usually the early enemies are very low, and the later enemies are like 5 or more. And bosses, I think, are like 20 plus or something. Once you fill out a sub-weapon's mastery score, like you get it to max, the sub-weapon gets upgraded, and it becomes much better. Every sub-weapon has a different number. Some are really low, some are really high. Usually the better ones are much higher, while the lower early ones are much, easier to get through. Charlotte's spells are different in that they don't have a mastery score, but they have a charge meter. So the longer you charge a spell, the more damage you deal, or the better the effect. And then the white ones, I think, are just like utility ones. Oh no, they're like your team. They're like your co-op ones. They're like your co-op attacks, I think, which we'll get into later. We can't get up here yet to get that cube because we can't jump high enough. So yeah, see. So as you see, we killed the skeleton with the knife, and we got 1 mastery. You don't have to kill the enemy with the sub-weapon. It just has to be the last sub-weapon. You don't have to kill the enemy with the sub-weapon. It just has to be the last sub-weapon you use on the enemy before they die to get the points. So it's forgiving in that way, is that you don't have to kill the enemy with the sub-weapon. You just have to hit them with it and then kill them before using another sub-weapon. Hold on, let me move this because this is weird way. Okay. So wait cube, call partner with down B to have partner stand still on the spot. So you can have your partner stand still. Now the interesting thing about this statue, right, is if you push it with Charlotte, it actually takes longer because Charlotte is weaker, which I think is a really cool touch. It's really nice attention to detail. That Charlotte has more trouble with it because she's weaker physically than Jonathan. I think that's a nice touch. Okay, so we get our first spell with Charlotte, which is Raging Flame, which I think she automatically equips. Yeah. So this is. We can charge it to go longer, or we can just do a short fire burst.
Jonathan.
So I'm just gonna spam the knife just so I can get. No, we might get. Oh, what? Oh, we didn't get it. Okay. The axe armors have a chance to drop a sub weapon for Jonathan. That's really good for early game, but we didn't get it. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get it because it's super good. Trying to kick. Display the names of enemies when you attack them. That's more helpful in the DS version, or the original version, because you don't have obviously the enemy thing to the side, or those two. You either have the map or the stat description. This is a thing for Jonathan. Increases our defense by a bit. These are the warp rooms of this game. We don't have anywhere to warp to. We only have the entrance. Unlike in Dawn of Sorrow, where you have to get the second one to unlock the first. I will be trying to show off all the cool stuff I know about this game. So here's one thing. If you use a fire spell on a zombie, you'll actually turn it into a skeleton. And you'll have to kill the skeleton.
Jonathan.
Because if you use fire damage on a zombie, you'll burn away their flesh, leaving a skeleton behind, which I think is really cool. Something's here? Whoa! Something! It's not human. A monster? No, wait, I sense no evil from him. Ah, you can sense my presence. Who are you? A ghost, as you can see. Ghosts have no need for names. Incredible. He managed to stay sane despite the castle's evil influence. How is that possible? I don't know about you, but he sure seems shady to me. Think what you will. It's your choice. However, can you truly destroy me with a whip you can't even use? Only one way to find out. Wait, hold on. How did you know he can't use the vampire killer? Huh? I find it very odd to find a ghost not controlled by the power of Dracula's castle. A smart girl compared to this foolish boy. Just before I died, I cast a magical barrier on myself, binding my soul to this place. I'm free from the castle's control, but I'm trapped here. But a paranormal entity like you can easily be affected by magic. Casting a barrier that repels the castle's power is impossible, even for me. Just who are you? My name is meaningless, but I suppose you need to call me something. Very well, call me Wind. Mr. Wind. Just Wind is fine. Alright, Wind, what are you doing here? Didn't you hear him? He's trapped here, remember? I understand that. But if he truly has this much power, he could use other methods besides just binding his spirit here. My, you really are a bright little girl, aren't you? Stop treating me like a child. My name is Charlotte. Okay, got it. Who is this kid? Who are you calling a kid? It's Jonathon. Jonathon Morris. The reason I'm here, simply put, is regret. I will not rest until the lord of this castle is vanquished. I thought I would lend assistance to those who might defeat him. But if you can't move from here, how could you help us? In spirit form, I am able to grant items and techniques I once possessed in life. I think that would be of great help to you. In that case, please help us. No, I've been able to do fine without any of his help so far, so why don't you just... Right, so far, but this is Dracula's castle. Even if you could use that whip, we would still be in great danger. Don't you remember your father? Enough about my father. A dead man who leaves... I feel that's a typo. A dead man who leaves me to fulfill his destiny. Forget him. Sorry, but still. No, wait, I'm sorry. Guess I got a bit carried away. You might be right, Charlotte. Wind, perhaps we could use your help. Would you help us? If you can complete the task I give, only then will I help you.
How are things?
We should have to do some things for you in the next room and get the potion of map. So Wind is basically your side quest, dude. He'll give you little side quests throughout the game, as you progress, and he gives you some pretty good items, including unlocking a special hidden area in the game once you complete enough of his side quests. Deal. Let's go, Charlotte. Oh, well, welcome back. So you're selling your potions here? There aren't many now, but my stock will increase little by little. For a price, right? Yes, I'm afraid so, Master Jonathon. Don't try anything shifty. Don't even try to lie. Still, it is true that rural churches are short on money, or so they say. So thank you. You're lifesavers. Anyways, please have a look. Okay, so he gives a save point right here. What can I do for you?
I'll make you a deal.
I'll make you a deal. I love Vincent. We have to buy a potion and a castle map. He'll sell different types of weapons and equipment, like hammer. He sells the mastery ring of base, which is really good, and he also sells various he'll also sell various spells and sub weapons for Jonathon and Charlotte. An interesting thing about him is if you click, how do I do this?
I'll make you a deal.
How do you do this?
Thank you. I'll make you a thank you.
Oh wait, I think I got it.
I'll make you a deal.
Okay, so right there. So if I hold the right bumper, right, it shows a score down there in the bottom. That is Vincent's shop score. Once Vincent will unlock items for you to buy once you get his shop score high enough as well. You have to get your shop score past a certain amount to unlock the best weapon that Vincent sells, which is a Holy Claymore. I'm not exactly sure what the score is because I don't exactly remember. But once you get past that score, he'll start selling the Holy Claymore, which is the best weapon in the game. But it takes a while to get to that, and it's not really worth it. Definitely not worth it to go for that right now. So, because we couldn't even afford it anyway, because it's like over 100,000. But yeah, if you complete the task again.
How are things? Well done.
There's a tail, so we can now slide. Now you should be able to advance deeper into the castle. If you complete the task I give you, I shall teach you even more, including magic skills. Master them, and I might entrust you with some items from my past. Sounds good to me. Quick aside, it is very worth to do Wind's quest. He gives you really, really good items and spells. Oh, one more thing regarding this castle's lord. You mean Dracula, right? I've read books about him. Dracula isn't this castle's lord. What do you mean? Isn't this place named Dracula's Castle? It is indeed Dracula's castle. However, the castle's lord is a vampire by the name of Bronner. I've heard nothing about him. As one would expect, his identity has been kept secret for years after all. He infuses magic into paintings to increase his power. You will undoubtedly come across his paintings in this castle. Search for these paintings. He's using the paintings to make the castle's power He's using the paintings to make it the castle's power his, isn't he? Still, we won't have to face Dracula. That's good news, right? Be careful. His power grows stronger by the minute. No problemo. We will get you the revenge you've been waiting for. That's a promise. Trust us, Jonathon might seem unreliable, but he never break a promise. That's reassuring. Very well. Best of luck to you. Alright then, let's go find those paintings. Okay. So now we can go here, and we can slide. Oh, here's a painting. Wow, coincidence! This painting, its power is incredible. Must be one of those paintings. Without a doubt. I've got it. Care to share? This painting's function. Bronner is using it to control the power of the castle. Well then, let's hurry up and rip it to shreds. Impossible. Anything we do will be pointless. From what I can tell, based on the theory of curse amplification, this picture is a multi-layer pseudo-space barrier. A kind of paranormal phenomenon. Okay. And what's that mean in human language? It just sighs. In short, think of it as a series of walls that surround the magic controlling Dracula's castle. The painting itself is just the outermost wall. As soon as you break it, it'll regenerate. It's unbreakable. How convenient. So now what? I'll sync up my magic with the painting so we can enter it. That'll be the best way to seal the castle's magic away. The risk is quite high, though. No problemo. Come on, what do we have to lose? Okay then, here we go. So we're in the painting now? Here, the vision of the artist is fully realized, literally. So yeah, this is the really cool thing about Portrait Ruin that I like. You go into like little sub-area paintings in this game. Some people didn't like this, but I really enjoyed this because it makes it so that you can have like wildly different settings that you wouldn't normally find in a Castlevania game, which I think is really cool. So this is the City of Haze. Each painting has its own map, save stations, and war points. And it's just really cool. Ow. Idiot. And usually they have their own unique enemies and all that. Yeah, death masks are annoying. There we go. I forgot to use the knives. Yeah, this game is much more like... I feel like... graphically way better than, like, Dawn of Sorrow. But this also came out a few years later, so it's completely fair that it's like... This one? Oh, it's Axe. We got equipment for Charlotte. So it's the same thing as Aria Sorrow, where if you destroy the candles, when you're low on MP, when you're not full MP, you get hearts, and if you're at full MP, you get coins. I keep forgetting to use the knife. No, didn't get it. There'll be a point later on where we can get it pretty easily. Because we're not in that room yet. Was there a quest I was supposed to get from him? No, I don't think I can get any new quests from him yet. Turtle. I think there's something for Charlotte. Also, I just really like the music of this game. Punch the meat to break it, which is really weird that you can't do that. You can only do that with your fist, but whatever. Yeah, you can't throw the knives through the walls, unfortunately. That's better armor for Jonathon, but I'm gonna try.
Charlotte!
Didn't get anything. Unfortunate. I'm gonna try to switch between them as much as I can, just so I can use Charlotte a bit. Because usually I just mostly use Jonathon. Okay. Yeah, the skeletons can jump now. I don't think they could have done. They could do that in Donisaro. Just waiting to get to a save point. This guy, I'm definitely switching. These guys are dangerous. You can let them. They also drop some really good stuff if you get lucky, but I'm not gonna try to grind for stuff, even though it would be advantageous to do for some things. But again, we'll have more opportunities later. All right. I'm actually going to end the first part here, though, because we're at a pretty good stopping point. Next time we'll continue in the City of Haze and probably beat the whole painting next part. I don't know, maybe not. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the new series. Yeah, and peace.